Okay, let's start recording. Okay, so this is a power function. Asterisk is a power. So for example, if you want to test it, open your command prompt or sorry, Python prompt. So what you do is you take some assign some variable like this. Okay. Now after that, a asterisk 2. If you do that, it gives you a to the power of 2. Means what? 2 to the power of 2, you get 4 friends. You got it? 2 to the power of 2 is what is it, friends? 4. Next one. Do you get this? What is asterisk? It is a power function. What is it? It's a power function. So these are all arithmetic operators. Plus, minus, into, slash, single slash, double slash. So anyhow, if you don't get hands on with this while working, we'll come to know about all these differences. We don't need to worry much about it. So what we do is, why don't we write a small program to test all these operators? What do you say, friends? So shall we do a small program to test all these operators? Are you ready for that? So simply, how to create a simple program for this for testing arithmetic operators? Just open Python prompt. Okay, let's start doing some coding because that is our main goal in these sessions. Okay, coding as much as possible. Okay, so do one thing, open your Python prompt. All of you have your Python prompt installed? Please let me know. Giri or it's Jins or Veer or all of you. All of you have your Python prompt installed. Then you do one thing. Just test this arithmetic operator. Suppose take two variables, a equal to 10, b equal to 5. Addition. Okay, first one. This is we are doing addition. We can see a plus b. This is addition. Print it. Subtraction, a minus b. Multiplication, a into b. Division, a slash b. Okay, a percentile b and a double slash b. A asterisk, a double asterisk. If you want, you can apply b also. 10 to the power of 5 you will get. We'll see. Okay. So this, I think these are the basic arithmetic operators. And this is how we can test all this, and we can add a simple program here. Is this clear for all of you, friends? Are you clear with this? Do you get this? And I want you to test it in your command prompt along with me, friends. Are you able to test this? Please test it like how I did in the command prompt. All your code, how to do a very simple mathematical logics. These are very simple mathematical logics. Just try to apply them. Okay, are you testing this? If you didn't test, please test it and confirm me. Then we'll jump to the next topic. Okay, then no problem. So the same program, if I want to test all these arithmetic operations in a batch mode. So what is that I want? I want to test all these arithmetic operations in what? In a batch mode. How do I do that? Let me just open idle. This is the idle you have here, right? See. Okay. Then all of you have idle. Please open idle. Go to file, new file. Maybe I'll try to introduce using PyCharm, friends. We'll start from there onwards. We keep working more and more with PyCharm only. We don't use idle or anything. Maybe if we want, we can use it for quick testing. But idle is not recommended if you are working in a real programming. Suppose you are working in real time, don't try to use idle because idle is the very basic development tool for Python, whatever we are using. Maybe if you ask me, then why are you using Manoram? This is only just beginning of our learning, so I am using it. But when we start focusing or proceeding more into the programming, we try to focus on relevant tools that are used for development or used in development. Okay, so this is the quick idea. What is the quick idea? Idle is the most basic IDE, and this is not much recommended in real time as it is not sophisticated IDE and it doesn't support everything that is needed for a real development. Okay. So now, anyhow, first of all, but now what is the idea to test all these basic arithmetic operations as a Python program? How do we want to do? We want to do it as a Python program. So what do we do right now? Open shell here and save it. First thing, save the program. So don't save in your local file. Okay. Here you don't need to save in Python 32 installation folder. Don't do that. Go to your some of your any of your drives, E drive or D drive, and usually for what is that Tech, I have created a file folder. So I am trying to save all my Python programs in my Tech folder. Similarly, you also create a folder with your name for your Python classes and store all your programs in some location, not in C drive. Generally, C drive is not recommended unless if you have everything in that. So try to store it in some other drive. Now, how do you save it? Simply just give it as arith.py. Okay. Now you just start doing some arithmetic program to show all these arithmetic operations. Okay. So let's do that. Shall we? Shall we do it, friends? Now let's start doing. How do you do that basic program, basic arithmetic operations? Just to take two variables, a equal to 10. You don't need to do anything. Simply b equal to some. Same thing what we did in idle, but here we create all this in one program. So okay. So what we do here is just take two variables and then now addition. A some c equal to a plus b. That is one thing. Okay. Some subtraction. Maybe if you want to be more clear, you can add variables like uh, some add equal to because sum is a built-in function. So I just modified a little bit here. Some sub equal to okay a minus b. Some prod equal to a into b. Something like this, friends. Okay. Today we'll try to introduce how to work with even doing prints and how to format prints. I'll just show you slowly. You try to work along with me. So that gives you a clear idea. This is how we have to create a simple program. Open idle, create a new file and save it. Okay. And then just add your code like this. This is a program to demonstrate arithmetic operators. Okay. So prod equal to a into b and then quotient. So the one is you have two types of quotients. You get floating point quotient and integer quotient. Suppose you say int underscore integer quotient equal to you can say a double slash b. Okay. Similarly, you can say float quotient float underscore quo equal to a single slash b. See your variables also when you define program not just writing code. You should have a meaningful variables. When you look at that variables, you should understand what operations you are doing or what tasks you are doing. That is important, friends. Okay. So that is one more thing. Got it right? So here we have declared all this addition, subtraction, product, and then division with integer division, and then floating point division, which both operations returns quotient. And one more is a reminder. For reminder, what is that we do? We just say a percentile, where is it? A percentile b. This gives reminder. And next one, what? Power. So when you say power equal to a asterisk asterisk, okay, double asterisk, friends. Asterisk asterisk b you can take, no problem. So these are all arithmetic operations. So what did we do? We just declared variables to variables. Okay. So here you can add a small comment. We should start with hash here. So maybe you can write the name of the program. Otherwise, I'll just give you how to create proper program. So this standardizing program is also very important, friends. When you write a program, make sure you provide a comment what you are doing here. So what is this arithmetic operations? I'm trying to give you a very, these are all very important and you have to follow when you are working in any real time programming. Okay. Proper comments. Okay. And then also proper indentation. Okay. Proper meaningful variables. Okay. Proper prints. All this is important when you are working in an actual project. So I am trying to make sure you follow that from now itself. Okay. I don't want you to wait till we finish the programming, but you start doing it from now onwards. So this is the comment right? We had discussed yesterday or day before yesterday. So why we need single quotes or double quotes and triple quotes? So this triple quote definitely is very much needed to add multi-line comments like this. Generally, these kind of bulk comments we try to provide with triple quotes, not with single quote or double quote, but with triple quotes. But for declaring a single line comment, there is something called hash. I'll show you that also. First, now define your requirement here. These are arithmetic operations. Second thing, this is, you have to mention the author name also. Generally, we have to provide details of author. So who is the author here? Here, author is Manoram. Generally, we have to mention the date also so that you remember when you have, and just mention date. So what is today's date? Today's date is 23. So 23. Like this, you have to define your and then add 8 and slash 24. Okay. So this is how you have to provide a documentation, friends. Is this clear? So what is that you should do? You should provide a documentation. Understood now? So this is one thing. So this gives, by looking at the code itself, people quickly understand, okay, this is sorry, there is a small typo. This is a program implemented for arithmetic operations. And looking at this has some metadata. Metadata means what is the program for, and who developed it, and when it is developed. These details can be quickly observed from this comment. Now here, what is that I am doing? Observe this. To write this comment, we are using triple quotes. So this is how triple quote is useful to us in Python. You got it, friends? Right. So that is one more thing. Next one after that. So let's print all this. So here, maybe if you want, you can add some comments again, exclusive comments. What is that? Here, declaring variables. Simply you can say declaring variables. And this is a single line comment. You can see here hash. After hash, you have to add whatever comment you want. So this is how we create a single line comment in Python. If you want multi-line comments, this is how we can create multi-line comment using triple quotes. And this triple quote can be used in two ways. It can be used as a comment or it can be used as a string as well. Okay, we can use it in both ways. Declaring variables, you can simply say. This is how we have to create program for everything. We have to define what, friends? We have to add comments time to time. And then performing operations. Here you can simply write a comment. All these are operations. Simply, you can just simplify it. Simply say operations. So this is one more. So, and finally what? We have to print all these variables to get to see the results. So that is what we should do, right? So if you should do that, what you have to do, add one more comment here, printing results, just add a comment. This is all these are very much important and we need to add if you really work for some project, friends, keep in mind. So another one is printing results. Okay, that is one more. Now see how to print it. Use a print statement. And I'll show you a beautiful way of printing this results. So here we use something called format method and a placeholder. You don't need to worry much about it. Just follow me. That is enough, friends. Okay. So what is that? Simply the result of arithmetic operation. You can add all these comments. You can just add your own comments as well if you need. Now I'm adding comment here. The arithmetic, right? Arithmetic. Oh, if you just create one, then others will copy and paste it. Result is. Now I'm not directly adding, but I'm putting a placeholder here. This is much more easier for us. Initially, it will be little. It will take little time for you to become hands-on with this. But once you are hands-on, this is something which you like. Keep working. Okay. So use this like this. Okay. This the arithmetic result is, and then close double quotes. And here put one placeholder. Okay, means in this placeholder your value will be substituted. Comma, not comma, put dot format, use a format function. And in this format function, open bracket and pass your addition. So you have addition here, right? This one. Copy this, okay, and pass this here. Maybe if you want, you can add input variables also, that A and B also, if you think that is needed for you. Okay. So this is how you can create your print results. You got it right. So this is how you can create print statement and the text inside this. While we keep working, we try to learn more and more, friends. Okay. So this is how you have to create print. Now what happens here in place of this placeholder, the value of this addition gets substituted. That's all. So wherever you want, if you are applying format function, how format function works for us? So you create a simple string like this, and wherever you want to insert values or results in this string, so just apply a format function, and to that format function pass these variables. Then as per order of these variables, the values are stored into this string here, friends. Got it right? I'll show you a few more examples, nothing to worry, to make a little much more easier for you to make it understand in much simple way. But are you okay with this? Do you get this? Do you understand how this print is working now? Simply a print statement with some placeholder and apply a format and pass your variable. That value of variable is stored into this placeholder. That's all. When you print it, you get that. Understood, friends? Next one, similarly, copy the same. Now what you do is just copy this and add it for how many times? One time, two times, three times, four times. Okay, we have how many operations here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 operations. So print add it for 7 times so that 5 times, 6 times, and 7 times. Instead of arithmetic, the sub result is instead of again just change this here every time. You don't need this, and then prod. Okay, and then here it is a you can use int underscore QUO, and then here okay float quotient float underscore QUO. Okay, and then here reminder, and then here what is it, friends? Power result is okay. Just change these variables here in place of all this. Okay, so here in place of this one addition, just change. So second one is subtraction. So put sub, and third one is a prod, and fourth one is a what is fourth one here? Fourth one is int underscore quotient. Okay, what is fifth one? Fifth one is a float quotient. Float underscore quotient. Sorry. Float underscore quotient. And here reminder. And last power. Okay, last power. So save your program now. So this is how you can use print statement. This is one of the most followed print statement when you are working in a development projects. People use the see. You can see by looking at that how beautiful it looks in the program. You got it, friends. So people follow this kind of print format in most of the development use cases. Okay. Okay. Next one. More than regular one, this is most recommended so that it makes your job much more easier to place all these values in the placeholder. Okay, let's run this now. After doing all this, just run this, and you can see here, are you getting proper output? Seems like for me it looks good. It is perfect. Okay, this is the idea, friends. So this is how what we can do. We can create a simple arithmetic operation. So we can create arithmetic we can test arithmetic operations as a batch program, and this is how people develop program in a real time programs. This is how we have to add comments, and then what is this all this maybe if you want you can also okay let it be like that only. Okay, this is it, friends. You got it now? All of you are testing this. Are you able to test this code? Not able to? All of you tested this? Just please confirm if you have tested it or not. Okay. Okay. How about others? Are you able to get it, Veer and Giri? Are you able to test this code? Please test it yourself because practicing is also important for us. Uh, okay, fine. If you are done, then maybe if you want, I can also share this code in the chat box. But don't try to copy and paste it, friends. What I want is I want to you to run code along with me or test it along with me, friends. I can share all this, but don't copy. Maybe if you want, you can keep it for reference. But you just type it everything what we are doing in the program. Okay, I mean in the class. So if all of you are done, then what we do is we try to jump to the next topic. Okay, all of you are good now. So that this is the idea about simple basic arithmetic operation. Here actually we have discussed many things here. How to use multi-line comments, how to use single comments, okay, single line comments, and how to add comments, okay, all this stuff, and how to write a proper organized code, how to add proper prints. There is a lot of learning here. Okay, if you think that this is just a simple arithmetic operations code, no, friends. There is a lot of things you need to learn if you want to start working in some kind of development projects. You got it right. That is important. Yes, why not? What variable you want me to add in formatting? Giridhar, you can tell me now. We'll just extend this session for 15 more minutes because we have joined little late. Okay, and then later on we'll close, friends. Tell me, Giridhar, what is that we should add? Can we add one or more variables? Maybe if you want, you can add it, but here we are in. These are enough, right, Giridhar? These variables are enough, right? If you wish, you can add. There is no restriction to you to add any extra variables here. Oh, you want one more example for this format? Okay, let me take another example for you to show this format, print formats. Okay, that is what you are asking, right? Okay, no problem. Let me show you. I'll show you. No problem. Hari, are you able to listen to me now? Hear to me? Is it audible to you? Seems like maybe some
Yes.
Okay, okay, then no problem. Let me
Yeah.
show you. Giri wants here we using print function to print one variable through format method. You want to see how to print multiple values through format function. Simple. Let's do one thing. The arithmetic result of A and B. Let us add A and B. Result of. Let me do one thing as per Giridhar's request of. Generally, we are not adding any variables here directly. We are putting placeholders. If I should print the input variables as well, input variables means this A and B. If I should print these two, okay, even if I print these two, then I am adding two more of the arithmetic result of A. A means here one placeholder and B one more placeholder is C or some variable, one more placeholder. This is how to you have to create that what is this this print string. We have to create a print function string here. You got it right, friends. So now in the on top of that, again once you created a placeholders like this in the format function, you have to pass variables in the same order how you want to substitute your input variable, how you want to substitute your variables. Okay. Now here which should be substituted A, then pass it as a first value. Then if you want, then here what should be substituted as a second value B, then pass it as a second value.
What should be passed as a third value? That result. So pass it as a third value, third variable. Okay, this order is also important. How you want to substitute values in the same order, you have to pass these variables. So you put placeholders like this, and how you want to substitute your values or variables, that order you have to follow here. You got it right, friends. Suppose you put result first, A and B next, then automatically it doesn't know. By default, what your interpreter do is it will substitute result here and then A here and B here. If you just shuffle this order, suppose if you put add as first one, A as second one, B as second one, it will try to insert these variables in the same order how you are passing here in this format function. You got it right. And this you have to take care of, friends. Your system doesn't know anything about it. It's your responsibility and it's you who has to make sure that everything is formatted properly. Whose job is that? Formatting your results. Does the interpreter know anything? It doesn't know anything. Only its job is just to execute your code, checking whether syntax is properly followed or not. Okay. Are you good now?
Yes,
Girdhar,
sir.
this is how you can create multiple, what is that? How we can pass multiple values to this format strings. You got it, friends? Giri, are you good now? Okay. No problem. See, we keep working so many things. I keep using similar format function again and again. By some time automatically that becomes you get habituated with that. You get used to that print function. Okay, you don't need to worry much. Are you good now? Maybe you do one thing as for practice. You try to apply same for all the remaining print statements. Why don't you apply this same similar thing for remaining print functions? Can you do that? This is a small assignment for you now. Are you okay? Take it as assignment for everyone just to become hands-on with this formatting prints. Okay, that's all, friends. This is the quick idea about what is it, friends. So here there is so much of discussion about arithmetic operators, everything. Next one. Shall I jump to the next topic now? After this, the next discussion is about logical operators. Sorry, relational. Relational means what? Greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal, equal, not equal. Generally, the purpose of relational operators is compare values. What is it used for? Relational operators are used for comparing values. So now you can see here, all these are relational. What are all these? This greater than, this less than, this greater than or equal, less than or equal, equal, not equal, all this. One important thing you need to remember, friends, what is it? When you are working with any relational operation, okay, any comparison of this thing, it returns a Boolean value. What it returns? Any relational operation returns a Boolean result, either true or false. Suppose let us take a small example. Why don't we try to do a quick analysis? Let's take two variables. A equal to, you can directly test also, no problem. Suppose you see here 10 greater than 5. True or false? You can answer this. By looking at that, you can easily tell whether it is true or false. Every relational operation result returns some Boolean result. Okay. So what would be the result here, friends? In this case, it is no doubt by looking at this, you can easily understand this returns a Boolean result. What is that? You can answer, friends, no problem. It returns true. Yes. Okay. Suppose 10 less than 5. Greater than 5 is fine, less than 5. Is it true or false? So next here it is a, what is this, friends? This is false. You know, right? By looking at that, you can easily understand that relational operation is false. Next one. Less than or equal to 10. less than or equal to 5. What is this? Sorry, less than or equal to 5. What is this? Is it true or false? Definitely, it is doing, it is trying to perform to check less than or equal. If any one of these two conditions is true, if it is less than 10 or if it is equal to 10, then the condition is true. It try to check either, check for either less than or equal to. So now, is this true or false? Definitely you have to tell me now. 10 less than or equal to 5. True or false?
True.
Okay, this is false, right? Is 10 less than 5? 10 is greater than 5, right? So this is what it gives you false. Okay, we'll test it. No problem. You got it, friends? Do you get my point? So this is simple thing only. This is not, there is no difficulty here or any complexity here. This is just our at least 5th class mathematics, friends. Okay. So another one, another difficult question for you. 10 greater than or equal to 5. True or false? Now you can tell this is what? Greater than or equal. It will check if it is, it try to check satisfy both any one of these two conditions. If either if it is greater than or equal to 5. Now what is it now? It is no doubt this is true
True.
because, and finally last one is what? 10 equal to 5. What is it? This is true or false. By looking at it, you can easily understand. How can 10 will be equal to 5? It is by default false. Last one, 10 not equal to 5. Then what happens now? 10 not equal to 5 means obviously this is both are not equal, right? 10 is not equal to 5. Is it true or false? This is a little tricky. You have to tell me now. What do you get now?
True, sir.
So very nice. So you can see these are all just a quick way to test all your basic relational operators. Maybe you can quickly test this in the Python prompt or your this thing here. You can create as a batch program, or you can quickly test here something like 10 greater than 5. What is that? True. 10 less than 5. What is it? False. Okay. 10 less than or equal to 5. True or false? False. Okay. 10, one more is what? 10 greater than or equal to 5. What is it? True. 10 equal to 5. Obviously, this is a false. And then 10 not equal to 5. What is it? Obviously, this is true. 10 not equal to 5, right? That is true only. So this is how, what is that you should understand here or observe here? If you do any relational operation, what's happening here? Any relational operation, that operation returns Boolean result. That you should observe here. What it returns, friends? It returns Boolean results. What results? Boolean results. Understood now? So that is the idea you have to remember. Okay, we'll do lot of again lot of programs. Definitely in the next one week, automatically many things will become hands-on big for you. But are you good with this now? Are you good with all this? This is about relational operators. Then we have to talk about logical, all this that we'll do tomorrow. Okay, but I don't think we have this delay anymore. Next time, probably you got it right. We'll do Monday. Okay, tomorrow instance. What I mean is, usually weekends, Friday and Saturday, unless we have some workshops planned. Okay, we don't have a session. Else, every Monday to Friday we'll have regular sessions. If any workshops planned, I'll let you know before this thing itself, so that you can be prepared for that. Okay. And one more small request for all of you. I don't have your full details. So because I just want to create another group for who are attending regularly for these classes. So Suri, Veer and Kiri and Hari uh, and Prasanna, can you please share me your contact numbers and mail ID so that I create a group and I can just start interacting with you in that groups. Can you please share your details, friends? And also a small request. Yesterday I couldn't complete it. Please try to share this with your friends. If anyone is interested, try to add them to these sessions. Okay. Yeah. Giri, can you please share me your details as well? Giri and Veer. I don't have your, maybe you are in the group, I know. In that group, I don't know where. Okay. Super. And also, we have Veer and Prasanna. Okay. Veer, can you share me your details as well? Just share me your contact and mail ID. So I'll create a group for all of you. Thank you. So, hmm, thank you.